Hello beautiful soul, it is Angel Ellena here and I trust that you are doing so amazingly well. Now, to get started, let me just say, do you ever feel like perhaps you're alienated from the world? Do you ever feel like you're picking up everyone else's emotions, energies, good thoughts, bad thoughts? Do you ever feel like perhaps you're actually telepathic? Maybe you're a psychic, okay? You may even define yourself as an empath, or what I would like to call a highly sensitive soul. If this sounds like you, watch till the end of the video. Let's dig in. Now, beautiful souls, I haven't really ever shared my story, personally speaking, on the channel as of yet. But trust me, I can relate to you if you would define yourself or put yourself into a category such as the ones I just mentioned, being a psychic, an empath, or a highly sensitive soul. Now, when I was younger, and when I got to around age 9 to 10, 11, 12, 13 especially, everything became too much for me. I could not bear the weight of the world. And even though as a 10-year-old there should be no weight on our shoulders, as a child, as a little kid who's meant to be enjoying their upbringing and their childhood, having fun, playing games, being with other children and enjoying their life. Well, I didn't really always have that per se when it got to that point in my life, beautiful soul. I started to undergo a massive shift in my consciousness, and this transformation, to be honest, it almost took me away from this 3D realm, from this material realm, and I really, truly didn't know if I would make it out alive. Now, it may not be that extreme for some of you, and perhaps maybe it just feels a bit too overwhelming in your day-to-day life, and that's okay. Everyone has it differently, okay? We are all unique. Now, back to my story. Life was really tough. I didn't feel like I could fit in. I was an outcast at school. None of the kids ever liked me. I didn't know why, because I was always polite, as I am. I was always kind, as I am. I was always respectful, and I was raised to have good manners. But I was treated like an alien. I dropped out of school at around age 13 for half a year. And throughout that period, I was in and out of hospital for various suicide attempts. When I got to around age 15 to 16, I completely quit school. Now, this was due to a variety of factors. Not only the experience in school, but also my own spiritual, emotional, and mental development at the time. See, I was going through a very rough patch, but in this rough patch, it allowed me to open my wings and fly. It allowed me to be like the butterfly, from a tiny cocoon, shrouded in layers and layers and layers, almost being trapped for what felt like a lifetime, only to open up, shed the layers, shed the old skin of the past, beautiful soul, and rise. And that's why I'm here today. So that was a brief overview of my story, but I could go into it a lot longer. Anyway, I know some of you, maybe even you watching this, you can relate. If not 10%, maybe 50%, if not 100%. It doesn't matter. I know how it feels to be extremely sensitive to everything that's going on around you. So much so that it becomes hard to even walk out of your door, to go to the shop and pick up your groceries, to walk into a classroom, to go to work, wherever you may be going. It really still applies. And the point and the principles remain, beautiful soul. But you are not cursed. You have a gift. And that is something that I was able to discover after those times where, even though other people were telling me that I was not good enough, I realized that I had a gift. And that was something I could share to the world. And that is why I now share my gifts to the world. I found my voice. I never used to express my voice properly enough as a child. You may have been the same, especially when you're so sensitive, feeling fearful, picking up on other people's negative energies and thoughts, feelings, emotions, all building up and overwhelming you and stressing you out. As young as 5 to 6 years old, maybe even younger. I know how it is, beautiful soul. And if you're like me, or if I'm like you, then I would call us highly sensitive souls. Other people call it being a highly sensitive person. And now I do believe that most people, if not everyone, has this capacity to feel and embody. But not everyone is open enough to embody and to feel. Hence, why only a majority, or a small majority, or minority rather, of the population, such as you and me, can access that level of consciousness, that state of being, and those various energies. You have a gift. Let me tell you that you have a gift, and there is no other way about it or around it. Even though it may feel like sometimes we're totally cursed. I'm not even kidding you, and you probably know how that feels as well, right? You're just thinking, if only I could be like these other normal people, right? If only I could just feel normal. If only I could fit in to society. If only other people would like me for who I really am, without trying to put on a mask, without trying to act. If only I could be me. Now that's something that I experienced for the majority of my childhood. It's about 10 years. It was an extremely rough patch. And I don't know anyone who has been able to actually experience that from such a young age and get to where I am today, which is now helping other beautiful souls worldwide with the same set issues that I myself have experienced, that almost killed me, that almost put me in a position whereby I wouldn't have been able to make it here alive. That is how painful it was for me. And again, I know not everyone experiences it to that extent, but now I'm in a position, and I have been for a while, where I have been learning how to deal, how to cope, and how to heal from these experiences. That's why I heal people all around the world. And when I say I heal, I act as an open channel of light. I act as a vessel, as a container of spirit to flow through me. And now working with beautiful souls, highly sensitive people, empaths, and psychics like myself is amazing. Because not only am I able to share my experience, my pains and wisdoms in that form of teaching to them, to help them on their own path as well, to help pull them out of the rut, to help remove that fear and negative mindset that may be troubling them every day. I am able to put a smile on other people's faces and to see people happy. To help people realize that really they have a gift and to help them unlock that full potential within themselves, which prior to working with me, they didn't know how to do. Okay, they felt lost. They didn't have a guide. They didn't have the support. Maybe their parents didn't support them. Maybe their family thought they were weird. Maybe they were treated as a sort of alien by everyone around them. And then they met me. And it's just so awesome. Because when I was younger, I really, really, truly wished that there was someone like me to tell me, hey, look, don't worry about what these other people think of you. Because you do have a gift, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Okay? And that is exactly what I do. Now, beautiful souls, I'm really happy about this because considering my experience and opening up a little bit about my story, not entirely, but just giving you that brief summary so you can really feel that I have experienced some pain, beautiful soul, and I know how it feels for so many of you who watch my videos and comment below. And I hear you and I feel it and I embody that in my heart. And it's not always easy, especially when you don't have someone as a pillar of support. And although your parents may be loving enough, they might not fully understand what you're going through. Whether you call it your spiritual awakening, whether you think it's depression, whether you think it is just you going crazy. Trust me, there is always another perspective to what you're currently going through. And with that other perspective, I learned how to shift half a lifetime's worth of rubbish. And even going back to my ancestors, even going back to my parents and parents' parents and parents' parents' parents, learning how to shift all of those ancestral energies, okay? And all of this will help you to embody your greatest version. Now, I have created a plan called the Sensitive Soul Plan. And on the Sensitive Soul Plan, you, beautiful soul, are able to have me as your pillar of support, as your angel, if you will. And on this plan, I'm able to share with you everything that I've learned over the last 10 years of experiencing hell, only to realize heaven on earth. Being able to find that place of peace and satisfaction in myself. Being able to realize my gifts. Being able to transmute the pain into pleasure. Being able to know that I do belong here. Being able to realize that Earth is our home and we are here for a reason, to shine our light. Being able to know how to shine my light. All of this you will be able to learn from me on a personal one-on-one basis. So if you would like to do that, beautiful soul, and if you feel like you really need a pillar of support, then I would highly advise you to head on over to join my plan. The Sensitive Soul Plan is now available on my website, link down below. And if you don't join me, well, who is to say? Perhaps you may not get that level of support that you really require. And these days, it's kind of rare to really find someone who's been through it. I went through multiple psychologists, multiple psychiatrists, counselors and therapists as young as age 12. And what I found is that all of these individuals, as lovely as they may have been, as pure as their intentions may have been to help me and others, what they didn't understand was the spiritual connection between emotions, between mentality, between ancestral energies, between emotion and our body, how emotion affects our cells, how emotion rewires our brain, how thoughts rewire our brain, how thoughts reprogram our mind and change our lives. That's what I couldn't get from any old therapist, psychologist and psychiatrist. Hence why I now embody all of the qualities of these individuals, but also including spiritual healing, auric cleansing methods, various guided meditations and EFT tapping, helping you to rewire everything in here that has been stopping you from embodying your greatest version, that may have been preventing you from feeling empowered as a light worker, from feeling empowered and really knowing how to use your highly sensitive gifts, being able to know how to use your psychic abilities, okay? And also being able to fully unlock all of that gold which is in you. So beautiful souls, you don't want to miss out on this one. And with that being said, again, to join me on this beautiful path and allow me to assist you as a highly sensitive soul, empath and psychic on your path, well, simply join me with the link down below. With that being said, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave you here, but I'll be back soon. So God bless you, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.